Okay, so now let us get to this video right here is talking about the average values of a functions. Okay, so how do we find the average values? So if we have four numbers, 5, 1, 8, 10. So in this case right here, how do we find the average? Okay. And sometimes we call the average is the mean, right? So yes, is equal to 5 plus 1 plus 8 plus 10, and then divide by 4, okay? Then, of course, we will get 24 over 4, which is equal to 6. So 6 is the average values or the mean values. So what does this mean? It means that we could use the number 6, the average, and then multiply to the total number. That means we have 4 numbers, right? And then we will get the total. Okay, so this is the idea about the average then. So in some sense, if I have a list of number that I have n numbers, okay, then how do we actually find the average? Then in this case, the average will be a sub 1 plus a sub 2 plus a sub 3 up to a sub n, and then divide by n, right? So therefore, if I want to rewrite this into a summation notation, then I could write it, in this case, I is from 1 to n of a sub I then, okay? Okay, then now let us, so therefore in this case now, we know that the average of n numbers is actually is 1 over n. The summation I is from 1 to n of a sub I. Then now, do you remember the right-hand Riemann sum? We have delta x is multiplied to f of x of 1 plus f of 6 of 2, and so on and so forth. Then where delta x is b over a over b minus a over n, right? And then of course x of I is a plus I times delta x. Then in this case, if I plug it in, replace delta x by b minus a over n. Okay, and then we are going to divide both sides by b minus a. Look at this number right here. This one basically is the average of the function values, okay? And it is equal to R sub n, the right-hand Riemann sum, divided by b minus a. And then now, as n go to infinity, then if we take the derivative, not derivative, but again, if we take the limit n go to infinity of 1 over b minus a R sub n, okay, which is equal to 1 over b minus a times the integration between x equal to a and x equal to b of f of x dx. Then this number right here is what we call the average values then, okay? The average of the function values. Okay? And sometimes we also call this a mean values, okay? Okay, and now here is the kind of like the theorems, is that the mean value theorems for integrals. If f is continuous on AB, then there exists a number C in AB such that f of C equal to the average of the function values, okay, equal to 1 over b minus a, integrate between a to b of f of x dx. Then. So what is this f of b, okay, f of c? Now remember, when we try to find the average, 6 right here, we multiply to how many numbers right here, we get to the total, right? Okay, so basically what does this mean? It means that if I find the average function values, I multiply to b minus a, then I will be able to get the total area under the curve then. Okay, so then this picture right here is actually tell you what is the mean value theorems then. So if we find the average of the function values, multiply to b minus a, this is the length here, then it will be the total area of the function then. Okay, so then now let us try to work on this problem. I would like to calculate the average over the given interval. So you will see that the average is equal to 1 over b minus a, integrate between a to b of f of x dx, right? Then in this case, I have 1 over 1 minus negative 1, integrate between negative 1 and 1 of x to the power 3 dx. Then I have 1 over 2, x to the power 4 over 4, integrate between negative 1 and 1. Then it is 1 over 8, 1 to the 4th minus negative 1 to the 4th. And then, of course, we get 0. Okay. So, therefore, in this case right here, now again, let us look at this. So, if I have x to the power 3, this is the function that we have. And then, if we integrate between negative 1 to 1, then you will see that basically the total area in this case, not the area, but again, the values is actually equal to 0. Then, of course, f of 0 multiplied to negative 1 to 1, right, basically is equal to 0. So therefore, we know that this is exactly what happened here. Okay, then now, the next problem. I have a function square root of x. Okay, and then now I would like to evaluate between 4 and 9. Okay. Okay. So, in this case, if I want to find the average values, what does this mean? It means that I would like to find a number in between 4 and 9, that to this number right here, maybe we call C. Then this C right here multiplied to f of C multiplied to 9 minus 4 is equal to integrate between 4 to 9 of f of x dx. Maybe to be exact, it will be square root of x dx then. Okay, so this is exactly what we want to do in this case right here. Okay, then let's try this. So I have the average is equal to 1 over 9 minus 4, integrate between 4 to 9 of square root of x dx. Okay. Then now I have 1 over 5, 4 to 9 of x to the 1/2 dx. 1 over 9, and then 2 over 3 x to the 3/2. Okay. And now I will have 2 over 15. And then, so I will have 9 3/2 minus 4 to the 3/2. Okay. Then it will be 2 over 15. Then we know that this is, maybe let me write down one more step. Okay. And you will see that here. Okay. So I have 2 over 15, 27 minus 8. Then, of course, 2 times 19 over 15. So the answer, it will be 38 over 15. Okay. Then now, if I want to find the C values. I could set up f of C is equal to the square root of C equal to 38 over 5 over 15. Then I have C is the square, which is okay. And now, meaning this number C right here is 1444 over 225. Okay, and this is actually is the idea to find the average value now. Okay, now the next one right here is actually I would like to find the average of f of x equal to a x plus b on the interval at negative m to m, where a, b, and m, they're arbitrary constant, meaning a, b, and m, they could be any numbers. So then now let us try to, just using one single case right here, consider that a and b, they both positive. Okay, so then now what do we want to do? Yes, I would like to make it become negative m to m. Okay. Then now I'm going to find the average. Okay. So then in this case right here, I will have the average is equal to 1 over m minus negative m, integrate between negative m to m of ax plus b, okay, dx. Then now I will have 1 over 2m and ax squared over 2 minus bx or plus bx, integrate between negative m and m. Okay, then let's finish this. Two plus bm minus am squared over 2 minus bm. And then now you will see that this one, then this one and this one cancel. So I will have 2 bm here. Then 2m and 2m cancel. So my answer is B. This is true, right? So if B is the average, then multiply to between negative m and m, okay? So which is the total area in this case right here. Okay, so then this is actually is the idea about finding average then. Okay, so basically this is the formula, okay, to use the average values of the function. Okay, thank you.